Hi, everyone. It's Ms. Gdansky from the Library Media Center today with a lesson on how to create a reference page in APA format. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss three things: what is a reference page, why you need it, and what the unique features are of APA formatting. So a reference page is a listing of all the sources that you cited within your research paper or in your project. And in a paper, it would appear as the very last page. In a project or in a Google slideshow, it's going to be the very last slide. And again, it will include the complete information for each of the sources that you used in your paper or project. Why do you need a reference page? Well, this is where you give credit where credit is due. So all of that information has to be credited. All of those sources of information have to be credited. If you don't do that, you're plagiarizing, and that carries really serious consequences. So I'm going to help you avoid that. The unique features of APA, the title is just reference. It's alphabetized by author's last name. It has a unique capitalization rules. It's double spaced, and it has this thing called a hanging indent. And I'll show you what that looks like. So again, the title at the very top of your paper is just references. It doesn't need any special formatting. Don't put it in bold. Don't underline it. Don't use quotation marks. Just write reference at the top of the page. You're going to alphabetize your sources by the author's last name. If you don't have the author's last name, then you'll use the title of the article or the website. All authors' names should be listed as last name, comma, first initial, followed by the middle initial. And an example of that is William Juan Garcia would be listed as Garcia, his last name, comma, W for his first name, William, period, and then followed by his middle initial, J. And if there is no middle initial, you obviously just leave that blank. Capitalization rules are really unique with APA. So you only capitalize the first word of the book title or the article title, and that's not typical. Usually a title, you capitalize most of the words. So in this example that we're looking at of the book title, the Design-Based School Improvement, A Practical Guide for Education Leaders, that's the title of the book. We are only capitalizing the first word in the title, design, and then anything following the colon would be capitalized. So A is capitalized, and I'll show you other examples of that as we go through the lesson. Your page is double spaced, so all of your sources are double spaced, and there's not extra spacing in between each source. So we can see by looking at this page, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 different sources, and it looks like they kind of all run in together, but they actually have this unique thing called a hanging indent. We'll take a look at that in this slide. So the second line of your source, when you include that on your reference page, the second line is indented, and that helps the reader distinguish the different sources. So if I'm looking at this reference page right here, I can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 different sources. A source starts, you start typing flush left, and then the second or third line of the source has this hanging indent. So in this Bowman source, it has 2 lines. The second line has this hanging indent. This source that starts with Brick, B-R-Y-K, has 3 lines, and all of this information is included with that source. So we are going to do some formatting. So I'm going to end this lesson here, and we are going to take a look at another video.